Good evening, good evening, good evening, or good morning, depending on what part of the world you'll be watching this live, tuning in from, watching the replay. However, well, you've just tuned into and let's digest. So it is your girl, of course, Deidre Wells. Before we get started, you guys, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and make sure that bell is highlighted so that every time I post new content, you guys will get the notification, right? And not miss. So it is Wednesday, and listen, let's get into my fit real quick because it does not go together. And well, my colors do go with my glasses. I don't know about my bun because I had a ponytail today. Um, your girl had to go get in her lounge clothes and come and chit chat with you guys because it is after dark. And outside of these earrings, she is definitely prepared for bed. So, not necessarily bed, just prepared for bed, but not sleep. Got some things to do, got some work to do. Um, I was vibing literally earlier, didn't want to turn the music on. So just in case somebody heard some rhythm, I do not own copyrights to this music. Um, but your girl gotta stay, going on the go with the energy, with the flow. So anyway, let's get into it. Let's get into it. The title is What They Think of You versus How They See You. I'm gonna take a moment and just look like that because those of us who are about to say, I don't care how nobody sees me, who cares what they think of me? That was my motto my entire life that I can remember. I don't care what people think of me. I don't care what they feel, how they, whatever. Well, of course, the older we get, the more we learn, the wiser we get, supposedly. Um, Wise beyond our years. Wisdom is what we're supposed to gain while living and experiencing life, and people. So of course, and let's not get the two confused, right? We really gotta, and that's why we're having this conversation to kind of break this down. I really wish I had a guest tonight because this is like some stuff that you gotta chop down with some other people. But hopefully you guys can have a discussion about it together amongst yourselves after the live if you don't decide to come on and chit chat with me now. So again, how they what they think of us or what they think of you versus how they see you. So again, we already chopped out those who feel like they don't care, right? And the other 10% of those who say they don't care but still talk about it as though they care, you care. And so you are here for this discussion. And let's get to it. Let's get into it. So, first of all, where does that notion come from? I don't care about what somebody thinks of me. It probably 9 times out of 10 came because either somebody said something about you that you didn't like, somebody told you something that was being discussed about you and you didn't like it, or your perspective is always on defense mode, i.e., you still care what they think about you, right? So again, your girl, I'm in the stages of growing, self-development, growing myself, growing my businesses, of course, health, wealth, business. If you guys need products, my subscribers, hit me up, message me, drop something, and I'll get back to you. Investing, trading, still doing that. Your girl is in a trade now. Um, them late night sessions be the bomb. But anywho, we care. We care about what people think about us. And again, those who talk about it, who decides to say, waste their breath, their text messages. I see it a lot even on social media. We'll put, we'll text these whole paragraphs or have conversations after conversations with other people about what you don't care about. Meanwhile, the more you discuss, the more you care. Just food for thought. Just know that, right? So it comes from that. It always stems from something, either our perspectives or a perspective we heard from someone else in regards to ourselves. And so it makes us either gets on defense mode or goes to this whole, well, I don't care what nobody thinks or, anything like that because Who cares? Why should we care? Well, you had a little bit of emotion. If it moved you for just a second, you cared. And it is okay that you care. You know why? It is okay that you care. And again, I'm learning these things. It is okay that you care because if you care, then you care. If every time, and people are always going to have their perspectives, people are always going to have something to say, and that is cool. We don't even, my vocabulary is changing. I don't even like to call them the H word anymore. HAT word, in case anybody was going anywhere else with that H word. It is late night, but no. Um, so I don't like to use that word anymore. I like to call them stepping stones. So, of course, we have some stepping stones out there in the world who are just doing what they're supposed to do, be stepping stones. And sometimes they got to throw a couple of things, little dirt, little stone, little mud, little water on your name and on who you are in order for you to get that solid stability that you need to step up on, right? Because I say it all the time, God don't play about me. And I know he don't play about you either. So people say these things and they get this, and it is okay for us to care because first of all, we have to think about we have to know what it is to think. People's thoughts, they're going to have them. You have thoughts. And if you think about it carefully, I'm sure you had some thoughts about other people and their actions. Say you did. Say you did. Come on. Say you. Oh, okay. Listen, we're here. It's us. We're being transparent, completely free. It is late night session. So you've had your perspectives or you have your thoughts about somebody else, right? And to think about something is literally just, to have conversations in your mind. You know what? Let's just go because we know how I feel about definitions now, right? So let's just give you, whoever's tuning in, let's just give you the straight definition from what think means. Think. What does it mean? Think. Have a particular opinion, belief, or idea about someone or something. Direct one's mind. So to direct my mind towards something or someone. Use one's mind actively to form connected ideas. So we know what it means to think, right? It is definitely someone's opinion, right? What they form in their head to then believe about you or about someone else or about something because we have our beliefs on some things too, right? Another discussions, a lot of discussions for other days. But when someone thinks about you, it is okay for them to think what they think. It really is. And it is okay for you to care because at the end of the day, let's just say we have those stepping stones out there, those stepping stools, and they do what they do, they say what they say, and it is okay because you're not bothered, right? I dare you to let somebody else's thoughts bother you. Cause why? But and then we look at the other side of it because there was two sides to this, right? What somebody thinks of you versus how they see you. If they think about you a certain way, it is okay. It is completely okay. Let them think their little hearts out. Let them form all the opinions that they need to form in order to believe what they need to believe about you. Because, first of all, first and foremost, before any of this conversation, we are completely sure about who we are, right? We're completely sure about who we want to be, right? We're completely sure about who we portray ourselves to be, right? Because hopefully, whatever you put out there on the forefront is who you truly is or who you truly are, shall I say. So, again, we now know that what someone thinks is okay. It is okay for them to think good things, negative things, or whatever. It is perfectly okay because it's their mind. And one thing we know we cannot control is somebody else's mind. Sometimes we have a hard time controlling our own, right? So we don't have time to focus on what somebody else's mind is doing. We hope and hopefully we want the best for someone else and that the things that they think are good and positive because one way, shape, or form, the people of the world around them, you and I, we will either benefit or not from other people's action that can sometimes spill out into the world and in other people's space. Okay, so we know it's okay for them to think what they think, right? So the other part is how they see you. There's a difference. There's a difference. See, people can say things all day long. They can throw things at you. They can, how do you say, slander your name. They can do whatever it is they want to do because that's what they think. And so that is their belief of who you are, and you can't change that. Ha! Versus how they see you. Think versus see. Let's we know what see means, right? But we're just gonna look it up. We're just gonna be very, very technical as to why there's a big difference in the two and why you shouldn't be so worried because people are gonna think you think all the time. We can't even shut our minds off half of the time. So what is it to see? Oh, there's a movie called See. Didn't know that. I'm gonna have to I try not to watch TV a lot anymore. Okay, so see. Let's just look at the definition for see. See, perceive with the eyes, discern visually, visually. Second, discern or deduce mentally after reflection or form information. Understand. Let me read that last part. After they can deduce or discern, you know what discernment means, right? They can do that mentally only after reflection or form information has been presented. Understand? That's literally what it says. It says understand at the end. So we know that it's okay for them to think what they think, right? Let them think what they think. How do they see you? That's the important part because that part includes you. It includes you being whoever you are and the things that you physically put out there, whether it's your words, whether it's your actions, how you treat other people. Believe you not, just because you treat one person good does not mean that you're a good person. Um, just because you treat I don't know, because hopefully everybody is treating everybody fair, right? Because we're grown, right? We're grown now. And the last thing we want to do is treat people in a way that we don't want to be treated. That is so high school. That is that is not even high school. That is so elementary. She said it. She did. Because we should all have more things to focus on outside of that. But anywho, so what they see or how they see you, it has nothing to do with how they think about you, what they feel about you. It comes from how they see you is what they're going to see from you, what you're going to give of yourself, what it is that you step out of your quiet place, out of your house every day, whatever. But when you step into the world, who's stepping into the world? I promise you, it won't be somebody else's thoughts that is stepping out for you. It will be the things that you physically done, who you actively are, which means how you're continuously treating people, how you're continuously treating yourself. That how they see you based upon what you did, your actions, your words will possibly sway them on how they think about you. But again, we have stepping stools out here. And no matter what you put out, no matter if it's Jesus put out, Jesus is Jesus. And somebody still thought of him a particular way. Yeah. hmm I felt like I should have had some wine to sip on it. I don't. I just have my water that I was supposed to be sipping on. But just know that people are going to think, feel, say what they want to, regardless. But how they see you, they have no other choice but to see you how you put yourself out there. Why? Because it is visual. How someone sees you has to be visual. Now they may think, oh, I see her. So, nah, definitions are mixed up. They don't see you that way unless if they see you as a negative Nancy, if they see you as something other than anything positive, it's probably because you've putting it out there some way, somehow. And I get it. Trust me. Your girl too has a past. And sometimes people won't let go of the things that you used to do in the past, who you once were, because they decided not to grow. And so they felt like as life went on that you weren't supposed to grow. Hmm. How dare them? How dare they? But let's just be completely honest. What have you been putting out lately? How have you been showcasing or yeah, how have you been showing yourself off in this world? How have you been broadcasting? I think that's the word I wanted to say initially. How have you been broadcasting yourself to this world? Are you one way inside of your house and then when you come out you're completely something else? So eventually you get the two mixed up and then you're showing all kinds of things to everybody? Or you're completely true to yourself. You're completely honest with yourself. You know who you are. You have confidence in who you are and who you decide to be. Therefore, your actions are only going to show that. Therefore, the way people see you is only, only based upon what you put out. So see, y'all worried about the wrong things, darling. Y'all worrying about, oh, what they think about me or what they say about me. Trust me, I get it sometimes too. These conversations sometimes be for me. And sometimes, especially right now in business, I wonder, what do they think about me? What are they gonna say? How they think that it don't matter. It don't matter. It does not matter. I'm sure Oprah, hey Oprah girl, hey, Oprah girl. I'm sure Oprah. I'm sure Steve Harvey. Listen, I'm sure Sarah Jakes Roberts, my idol. So if you see this, hey, girl, get up. Girl, get up, and so much more. I love you. I really do. But I'm sure that they could even attest that they're who they are, and people still decide to think certain things about them. However, comma, I've never seen them in the media. I've never, we can hear things all day long, but I haven't seen personally anything that says that there's something that they're not or that they have put out there, which means that I don't know what they're like inside their homes, inside of their beautiful homes. I'm sure of it. I don't know what they're like then, but from the time that they've been in the public's eye that I can remember, because I also don't watch the news. From my perspective, matter of fact, from how I see them and how I see them is what they've shown me, right? Oprah, Steve, Sarah, I love you guys. I mean, put the respect on y'all names, right? Um, I'm sure somebody has something to say. So, but what they've only given me is what I've seen. And so how I see them is respectful. I see them as powerhouses. I see them as God's children. I see them as special beings. I see them as a blessing to the world. And I get excited because I am the world. I am a part of the world. So their messages, their positivity, it gets out and it reaches. Of course, it's reached me several times. All of them are on my motivational playlist. By the way, if you don't got one, get one. Get one. And if your mind is full with great things like Sarah Jakes Roberts and Steve Harvey and Oprah Winfrey, I can't even start calling names. I see what they mean now because now I'm like, okay, Eric Thomas. And now I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just stop calling names. So many great ones. Les Brown that I listen to. And so, but what I can only see them as what I've seen them, what they've shown me. Guys, let people think what they think. From now on, worry about how they see you. How do they see you? I've had that notion before. How do they see me? And then I realized when it comes to how someone sees me, they have to see what? Me. They have to see me. Now, granted, again, some people try to, miss the obvious and like, they try to turn you into something who cares? Stepping stools, stepping stools. Yes, we're going to use them as stepping stools. Um, so it doesn't matter. So just think about that. You think about that the next time, meaning you think about it. You put some details together based upon experiences or even you because you think all the time. We think all the time. Our minds never really shuts off. I used to think that once I'm asleep, my mind goes into this quiet zone. Matter of fact, someone tucks it in and it goes to sleep. Well, no, because I either wake up with some things that was already thinking while I was asleep, or yeah, our dreams. I don't play about my dreams. I don't play about my dreams. We have to get somebody on one night to talk about dreams. Let's digest that one night, right? But anyway, not getting off topic because your girl will get off topic. Let them think what they think. Yeah, as they always have, as they will continue. Let them think what they think. That is their opinion based upon what they have thought themselves into believing about you, about something, about someone else. I.e., stop having the debates with people. Now, some debates are fun, but some debates, they're going to think what they think anyway, even if you show it to them. You can show them all the proof, all the records, all the research. They're going to think what they think, honey. But what they can't hide from, what they can't run from, what they can't even lie on is what you show, what you put out there about yourself. So now, the thing is, after this, you're going to go and think about what it is that you've been showing people because how they see you is important because how they see you is based upon you. What they think, that's all on them, baby. That is all on them. That is a personal problem, shall I say. So the next time, you're right, don't worry about it. Don't even bother your pretty little heads off about even saying what somebody thought, especially when you know it's not true. If it don't hit you, don't holler. And sometimes we can't bypass a good old correction. We gotta correct somebody all the time. No, there's no correcting when it comes to somebody's thoughts. If it's their thoughts, if they thought about it, if they've been saying it, trust me, it is okay. If there's no truth to it, you'll know because it is how they see you that's going to matter. You have the control over how they see you. You are the ones who step outside into the world every day. Make sure that when they see girls, listen, girls, guys, kings, queens, make sure they get a good show. And not for them. Not for them. Don't get that twisted either. What they see is what they're going to get because that's who you are. And that's how you feel about yourself. And that's what you think of yourself. Make sure what they see is all on you. It is all you. Ball in your court, shoot your shot, however you guys say it. Listen, food for thought. Food for thought. What they think does not matter. What they think is not your business. That's how I'm going to say that. What they think is not your business. How they see you is all your business. So don't get it twisted. Don't be confused. Don't get yourself in this frenzy of bringing negative vibes your way. My night shirt does say what? Good vibes. Good vibes. So yeah, we try to go to sleep with good vibes all the time. Um, don't let nobody kill your vibe because of what they think. They're gonna think before you, they're gonna think after you, they're gonna think not of you. It doesn't matter. We all have thoughts. So we all have our thought process. And again, containing our own thoughts can be a battle sometimes. Why in the world will we give a second thought to what somebody else thinks? thoughts is truly how they say, like, because everybody has one. Everybody has one. It'll be another person that thinks something else. It'll be someone else or something else. It's never ending. But what can end is your stress and your worries and your second thoughts and your insecurities that you have formed because of what somebody else thought of you. What do you think of you? What do you think of you? Because that's what matters. And what are you showing yourself to be? That is the bottom line. It doesn't go anywhere after that. No one can take away what you think about yourself, because in return, what we think about ourselves is what we're going to feel inside ourselves, and what we're going to have no other choice but to let pour over and spill out into who we are. And that is how they're going to see you. So, what they think about you versus how they see you. The what? Hmm, not your problem. The how? All on you, boo. All on you, boo. I think if life could be like this big old music box for me, I think it is. I really think it is. It's probably why my son, okay, that is completely outside. But you guys gonna have to understand me and get a little transparency moment in with me sometimes too. Well, all the time, because we're getting to know each other. I think that's why my son literally, in order for him to learn his name and stuff, like he sung songs. I'm starting to realize why. It might be me. But that's what I think of him. That's what I think, and not necessarily what I thought, because I actually saw it. So how I see him, but it is definitely a thought. Outside of that, because he is not the same baby that I birthed. He is a grown 21-year-old. Who I'm literally texting right now. I don't know if he texts me back, but guys, if you're gonna worry about something, worry about the right things. Worry about the things that only you can control. Only you. Everything else, we shall give it to the Lord. Yes, we shall. Amen, amen, and amen. Guys, it has been great. It's been my pleasure. I really didn't know how long I was going to stay on tonight. I really just wanted to come get this topic out the way. I think I'm going to rehash some of these things too once I get some. So, you guys, maybe I can put something out for you to vote on, because the thing is, here's the thing, it's late night sessions. Fridays will probably be better. This Friday, let's just say we'll have a guest this Friday. Weekdays, not so much, because if I'm supposed to be on with you live, how do you guys feel about recordings? Maybe I'll just start doing it and see how you guys feel about that, or if someone reaches out and tell me how they feel. But we know about that. I won't stress my pretty little head. My head small. I won't stress my pretty little head off about it, because at the end of the day, I'm going to show up how I show up, as who I'm showing up as. Moi. And that's that on that. So, you guys, it has been great. I really do. I'm enjoying this. I'm still excited. Um, can't wait to get deeper into this stuff where you guys, my subscribers, grow from all parts of the world, and even become a guest one day and have a sit down and let's digest some things together, because the world wants to hear from you too, not just me. So, on that note, you guys, be amazing. Continue to be your great selves, because you are. And always, always, always be blessed. I love you guys. Oh, I say, in the words of Kevin Howell, guys, my hands are ashy. I was doing the dishes too. In the words of Kevin Howell, peace fingers together, never apart. Um, because this world needs togetherness. In the words of Kevin Howell, beautiful self talk, love it. Um, Maybe I invite you guys some days on social media. I've shared it on my page. So if you're on my Facebook page, look for some other, things. I don't mind, you guys going to check other people out because I know you love me and I know that you are my loyal subscribers. But I want you to grow. So any which way that you can get good things, positive things, great information, I'm all for it, all about sharing it. So again, I said my goodbyes. It is time to go. Your girl got things to do. I gotta go um, be who I need to be so that I can show up as who I decided to be. Me. Every day, just a greater version of myself. Greater version. Greater version. So again, until next time, love you.